Vengeance of the Moon Knight, issue number 6. That's right, folks. It's been a minute since this book came out, and that's okay. Jed MacKay has had a very busy couple of months. He's leading a thing called Blood Hunt, so it's okay if the Moon Knight book takes a little bit of a back burner to you leading an event at Marvel. I get that. But he's also using key characters from Vengeance of the Moon Knight in that Blood Hunt book, so it makes sense that the tie-in's gonna be the other stuff. Tigra and Hunter's Moon are key players, I'm guessing, in Blood Hunt. Spoiler alert, I haven't been reading it. But here's what I do know, because I think we needed a little bit of context to continue on in this book, and I'm going to give it to you. Because this book is not about the key players of the Moon Knight universe, it's Reese, Soldier, and 8-Ball, and it's a lot of recap. So if you've been following my reviews, you are aware of these characters and what they're doing. But there is some needed information to see the future of what's going on in the Moon Knight stuff. So in Blood Hunt issue 4 that came out the same time as this book, Khonshu is freed from his prison by Tigra and Hunter's Moon, I do believe. I haven't read the issue. I was kind of just reading some stuff about it. And a whole army of Moon Knights were freed, including Mark Spector. So Mark Spector is coming back to life. And there you go. We got Khonshu back too. But that is not what this issue is about. In issue 6 of Vengeance of the Moon Knight, which is a Blood Hunt tie-in, folks. It's Reese and Soldier and 8-Ball protecting people who are traveling in the night. It recaps the events going on in Blood Hunt. We lost the moon, darkness took over, vampires broke out, and now we fight them. And this is just a book of Reese, Soldier, and 8-Ball fighting a bunch of people that are vampires. It's pretty cool. If you are unfamiliar with the Reese character, who is essentially the lead of this issue, it reiterates her origin, how she was turned into a vampire after a vampire cultist started taking people, and that's when Moon Knight saved her, gave her another chance. I really like it. There's a lot of good imagery in this book of Reese looking up at the moon and seeing her savior, which I think is very interesting and fun. And the other half of the book is just blood and gore being splattered all over the place, and that's kind of fun. I do dig it. Reese and Soldier are also vampires, but they are on the good side, so it's kind of some interesting conflict there to see. And 8-Ball's got a gun that's a pool cue. So there you go. It's fun. They're getting people into the Midnight Mission where they're being protected by the mission itself, and Dr. Sternum is in there, and Soldier's mother is in there. Just people that are being okay. We also see that Reese and Soldier are able to maintain themselves and not succumb to the insanity around them by drinking blood. So they get a straw and they start drinking from a heart, and then just go back onto the mission. They start hurting people, taking names. And the moon's gone. They start to freak out, and that's when we just see that Reese is having a panic attack. And I'm like, that's kind of interesting. She starts to freak out, there's too much going on around her. And it's one of her last connections to feeling human, being human. She starts to have a panic attack, and that's when we see someone who's been following them and watching them, and it is Yulan. Now, Yulan is a vampire character that we have seen in previous issues of the Moon Knight run. She runs Chinatown, she took over Chinatown, and she's like, my children, because she created Reese and Soldier. You get it, It's there's a place for you in Chinatown. You are my kids. I'd like to take care of you. Soldier's like, shut up. We're not going to work for you. We're with the Midnight Mission. What do you want from us? But Reese gets back to her, feet after succumbing to her panic attack. She's like, no, we're not doing this. We're not going to join you. We're going to protect the people of the night, the travelers of the night. That's what Moon Knight would do. That's what we're going to do. And Yulan's like, you are making a mistake. You should see the world for what it is. It's the vampire's time to shine. You should join me, and you won't have panic attacks anymore. She's like, well, I'm not having one now. Your blade's on my neck, and I'm not panicking. Do I seem scared to you? She's like, look, you're crazy. It's a place for you, but you're all crazy like he was. And Reese is like, maybe we were, but doesn't matter now. We got to protect the travelers of the night. We've all been reborn under the Moon Knight's glow or whatever. And you're like, that's kind of cool. But just that whole interaction makes Reese think she made a mistake, so she has to go deal with somebody and take care of them. Like, I gotta go do something. You guys continue on the mission. So she goes to a house, and we realize that the narration that she was explaining is actually her sitting on the doorstep of someone. She's trying to get them out of the house, and that's what she does. And this person's like, I don't think I should do that. You're really continuing his work, huh? And he's really dead. Like, yeah, okay. I guess I'll go with you. Who is this? Who is this? I don't know who this is. And is it Rutherford Winter? I know he wanted to use Rutherford before. Is that what he's doing? Is it Zodiac? I don't know who this random blonde guy is. Is it Trent Ryan? Who is it? It confused me when I read the book. I'm like, did I miss something? Is this somebody from Reese's past? I feel like I should know who this guy is, but I don't. Is it Randall? No, Randall's still dead, because he was in City of the Dead. So I think it's Rutherford, but I don't know. But they walk outside of his apartment. They step into the glow of the moon because Khonshu was freed. She's like, they did it. They freed him. And we see the moon glowing down on them. And that's where the book ends. And I'm like, yeah, okay. That's a tie-in. You know, the other characters are off in the Blood Hunt book. So these ones could just have some fun over here. I don't hate it. I think it's exactly what the Reese character needs. It's good for her. Makes sense. It's still Jed MacKay writing, so he knows what he's doing. I'm not mad about this book at all. Could you easily skip it? Yes, you could. I don't think it adds anything to the narrative that was being cooked with the Shroud being revealed as the Moon Knight. But then again, what does any of this really mean for anything? I don't know. I guess we'll find out as the story progresses, but there you go. This issue is a tie-in. It acts like a tie-in. So, Vengeance of the Moon Knight, issue number 6, I am going to give a 7 out of 10. Now, thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And of course, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.